You know the great thing about this show? We get to weather a lot of storms together. We've been through a lot. I've been thinking about people who've listened and followed this show for years. We've been through good times and bad and sickness and in health. We got through the pandemic together. And tragically, we got through 9/11 together as we were broadcasting from the 32nd floor of the Empire State Building that horrible morning and had to evacuate. And plenty of people are still with us today. In fact, a lot of people began taking in the Mike Gallagher Show that day. And you've been with us ever since. I'm not going to pretend this is not a bad time for our movement. And our movement being a bunch of patriots who love this country, who cherish the ability to get it back on track and make America great again. This feud between Elon Musk and Donald Trump is off the charts bizarre. It is perplexing. It is, on some levels, infuriating because I don't know if this messes up the chance to get the big, beautiful bill passed. I don't know. That's going to come down to the Republicans who agree with Elon that there's too much spending. And that is, of course, Elon's apparent complaint. Too much spending increases the deficit, and you need to kill the bill and blow it all up because it just doesn't work. Now, I'm trusting the cooler heads can prevail. I'm praying the cooler heads there will be some kind of place where we can come back to some sanity. Because right now, let's face it, this is insane. This is beyond insane. This is DEFCON 1. You've heard it all by now, probably. You've been following it on social media, here on Salem News Channel, Salem Radio Network. I mean, all of our stations around the country, this is all we're talking about. I'm a fairly intuitive guy. I cannot lose my grip on my belief that this is some kind of strategy. You go from claiming that you love President Trump as much as any man can love another man, which is what Elon just posted a couple of months ago, to he's on the Epstein list. You go from saying this is the greatest president of my lifetime and appearing with him on stage and jumping up and down like a schoolboy to he wouldn't have gotten elected without me and he ought to be impeached. No, it's too over the top. There's no way. In fact, we've got a poll up right now at X, and I hope you will vote on the poll. Maybe I'm wrong, because I expect that a surprising majority of people agree with me that this is just a strategy, that these two men have concocted a strategy of WWE proportion. This is, what do they call the big what do they call the big annual event at the World Wrestling Entertainment World? What's it called? Yeah, WrestleMania. This is WrestleMania 2025. And look, you take part in the poll, and we'll start reading the results. If you go to X and follow me at Gallagher Show, and all I ask, the little favor I ask from you, is just follow me at Gallagher Show. You'll find the Mike Gallagher Show where we stream the show, where we post a lot. I love X. And I'm not going to take a side on this. It's a mistake to take sides. We ought to really appreciate what Elon Musk did. And we certainly are grateful for the guy sitting in the Oval Office. So you go ahead and take sides if you want. Not me. Not me. I'll give you the results of the poll in just a moment, and we'll keep it up all day long and all into the weekend. Again, just follow me at Gallagher Show on X and take part in the poll. We have it pinned to the top. Is this a strategy concocted by Elon and President Trump? to try to move the needle, to get the spending down, to advance the big, beautiful bill and make it a lot better in the Senate. Is this a strategy, or is this just a devastating divorce between the two most powerful men on the planet? Now, whenever we have a massive event like this, I wouldn't miss today's show if I was on my deathbed. I'd have Tracy plug in a microphone and a camera, and my last gasps, I'd be with you today. So I'm glad I'm here today with you, because I always open up the phone lines, 800-655-MIKE, 800-655-6453. I want to take your texts, your calls. I want to get a whole bunch of people on here. I want to get a lot of voices, and I want to get your input, because this is either just a farce and a skit and a chapter right out of the WWE, or this is pretty bad. Pretty bad. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's very unfortunate. And I hope and pray it doesn't get in the way of getting the bill passed. This bill has to get passed. Trump's tax cuts have to be permanent. Look, I love Steve Bannon. He doesn't like Elon Musk at all. And he doesn't love the bill. But Steve Bannon knows the bill has to get passed. I want to share his thoughts with you in just a moment as well. But in the meantime, 800-655-6453. Tom in Connecticut writes, no, this is not a strategy. It's ego. This is the curse of politicians that lead them to shoot themselves in the foot. Well, Elon is hardly a politician, and Donald Trump isn't a politician, but okay. Theatrics is a poor substitute for substance. It makes morons out of supposedly intelligent people, both inside and outside of the government. Let's go. Let's get started. 21 past the hour. Want to get a bunch of calls, texts, reaction. And somebody just said, what happened to Good News Friday? Are you kidding me? There's a little bit of a story going on here, Arkansas. You think I can avoid this? Not a lot of good news here. Sorry. We'll have to do that next week. Michael in Roanoke, Virginia. Hi, Michael.
Hey, how you doing, Mike?
I'm all right. I'm just scratching. Hey, I love you too. What's going on? What do you think's happening here?
No, I was just thinking of the Epstein file. I mean, the Democratic Party, especially the Biden regime, and Kamala Harris, they would have done anything to get Trump just out of the way. You know, they fabricate so many things and so many lies, and now they have something solid like the Epstein files and Trump being in it. They would have used it.
Oh, well, I mean, the Epstein file thing is preposterous. First of all, Biden would have used it in a heartbeat. If Trump did something wrong with the suicided Epstein, you don't think we'd have known it by now? Give me a break. That's first of all, somebody else pointed out that could be literally actionable if Trump decides to sue Elon over that scurrilous claim. It's not a mystery that Trump knew Epstein. Everybody knew Epstein. When Trump discovered what a creep he was, he kicked him out and banned him from Mar-a-Lago. Everybody knows that. Look, they've investigated Trump every way they possibly could. You think for 1 minute that if there's any truth to that, the Democrats wouldn't have seized upon that years ago? So, of course, that was just an angry, petulant, false accusation, but it has to leave a mark. You think Trump's going to roll over? You think Trump's going to sit around and say, oh, okay, thanks? He does have an ability. He does have an ability to forgive and forget. But I think many, many people believe that Elon crossed a lot of lines. Here was Congressman Chip Roy from Texas reacting to this battle royale between these two titans, this Godzilla versus King Kong showdown. Here's Congressman Chip Roy.
You have big personalities. Again, I think Elon crossed the line today. But
has Trump crossed the line threatening to cancel his contracts?
Look, I mean, let those guys go play it out. But I mean, right now, I'm focused on doing the job that the president came here to do. Happy to work with the White House, work with our friends to finish the job, and we got a lot of work to do.
Kelly's in Chesterfield, Michigan. Kelly, welcome aboard. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday to you.
Thank you. What's going through your mind on this crazy day?
Totally the art of the deal. You know how Donald Trump is. He's always one step ahead of the game. I think what's going on is they are trying to release the Epstein files, and this is what is going on.
Yeah, but
they're going to release the Epstein files, and it's all over the place saying that. You see Adam Schiff saying release the Epstein files. When they release the Epstein files, it'll show all the people that are involved.
Right, including a whole bunch of Democrats. I mean,
yes,
that was
He's one step ahead. He's one step ahead. He always is. He's the best. Thank you, Elon.
Well, watching all the Democrats calling for the release of the Epstein files was not something we had on our bingo card. I'm telling you, everything. And what are they going to think about Elon now? They're showing him all kinds of love. They're acting like he's a good guy now. Is it safe now to drive a Tesla? Do they like Teslas now? I don't know. I mean, listen to this lady who's one of the MSNBC loonies, saying she's a little dismayed at the way her side, her party, is praising Elon all of a sudden.
I am kind of dismayed by all the Democrats I'm seeing, both elected officials and strategist types, and even just voters who are praising Elon Musk right now, because Stephen Lynch had it right. The data. Was he on drugs? Like, use this time to ask the probing questions, to get your folks to come in, to get some Republicans to come in and help you do your bidding. Yeah, maybe now the people that want to be with the president do want to subpoena Elon Musk. I think that the other, the tech titans, if you will, and specifically folks like Jeff Bezos, right, are looking around saying, okay, well, look at what Elon was able to be in there for 100+ days, and he learned a lot. He got a lot of data. He got some things he wanted. He got some things he didn't want. What could I get if I got close to the president? And I think that's a real concern people should have.
Look, we're all concerned. We ought to be concerned. And frankly, I'm a little saddened by it all. I'm disappointed. I'm frustrated. And I'm confused. I admit it, I'm confused. I mean, I can pull out all the clips of Elon weeks ago, praising Donald Trump like he was his long-lost father. Loves the man. This guy's been persecuted. He's been attacked. And now he turns on him? Hard to believe that this is actually playing out the way it is. Look, I just got a text from the farthest away text I think we've gotten so far. It's kind of fun. That's what I like about the text line, because sometimes we get texts from overseas. Check this out. Mike, you won't believe it, but I listen in on your show every day right here in Nigeria, thanks to the internet. I'm shocked by the Trump-Elon fight, Joel writes. Some people had predicted this fallout, but I honestly didn't see it coming. I hope they patch it up soon. Well, look, Joel, great hearing from you from Nigeria. Look, if you're listening from overseas, give me a text, 800-655-MIKE.